Hey, this is Mark Rodriguez.
And this is Johnny Rodriguez, and you're watching the Video Game Masters.
Now, in today's episode, we're going to be talking about this real cool game I've been saving up until whenever Johnny came to visit. Because this kind of game, we just got to do it together, right? So before the whole fighting game community goes crazy with King of Fighters 14, we're going to talk... Okay, let's be honest. Before the SNK fan base goes crazy with King of Fighters 14, let's take a quick look at King of Fighters 2002 Unlimited Match for the Xbox Live.
Let's check it out.
Round 1, fight!
King of Fighters 2002 Unlimited Match is a remake of the original KOF 2002. Released in 2009, it was originally supposed to be released for the American PS2 just like KOF 98 Ultimate Match, but it only stayed in Japan for whatever reason. However, it later came to Xbox Live in 2010, and as of 2015, it also became available on Steam. Just like the original 2002, this game is another dream match that throws in even more characters than ever before. Foxy, Hanako, Lin, Junhoon, Xiangfei, Bao, Kasumi, Hydrant, and the Kyo clones have all been added to the already large roster, as well as Shingo and King, who were not in the original arcade version but were added to the home consoles. There are also slightly different versions of Kensao, Robert, and Takuma in the game, as well as Gonitz and Geese Howard. The game also has all new backgrounds that are chock full of cameos from several SNK games. There are several bosses in the game, depending on how you defeat the final team before you get to the bosses. You basically fight the Nest bosses, so it could either be Chrysalid, the clone of Zero, that Burt Reynolds guy, the original Zero, and the leader of Nest himself, Ignis. You can now select these characters after you beat them, or you can also unlock them by beating the challenges in the game's challenge mode, and man, I forgot how annoying Chrysalid is.
K49 is replaced by Nameless, who has the same moves and playstyle, just drawn different. K49 was originally based on Tetsuo from the famous Akira anime and even voiced by the same voice actor. I guess they must have lost the rights to the character, so they have Nameless take his place. Since this is a dream match, we can only guess what this guy's backstory is. The game plays like regular KOF 2002, with teams of 3 going at it until one team is the winner. You have evasive rolls, counter attacks, knockout attacks, and of course the famous super special moves that can be done with at least one power stock, the max super special moves when your power bar is at max, and the max 2 super special moves that can be done when your power bar is at max and your health is in the red. You also have versus modes, survival mode, and the previously mentioned challenge mode. Of course, with the game being on Xbox Live, you can now challenge everyone around the world to show off what you got, or what you don't got. Oh, fuck you! I thought I blocked that. Oh, god damn. Oh, that never worked. Oh, it was so close. Alright guys, and now it's time for our thoughts on the game. King of Fighters 2002 Unlimited Match, basically it's 2002 with some new guys, what can I say? And you have like Chrysalid, you have Rugal, you have a couple extra characters here and there, you have some new moves here and there and stuff like that. And the backgrounds are pretty awesome. It has all these cameos of all these characters, not just from King of Fighters, but also from like Metal Slug and World Heroes. Like, it makes me wish that Johnny herself was an actual game and not just like a background character. Very good music, very good like redone opening intro. Nameless looks very badass compared to K49. It's just kind of weird because he looks like he has some kind of story or something with this weird girl that appears with his intro and stuff. But the thing is, so this is a dream match, I guess we'll never find out what that story is, But, yeah, it's a pretty good game. Since it's also on Xbox Live that I can actually play, like, online, it has an extra added bonus, so now I can play online this game. And to this day, there are still some people out there. I know the game's kind of old, it's not that popular compared to, King of Fighters 13 and all that stuff, but there are still people out there playing once in a while. I still find some good matches in that game. It's a lot of fun. So basically, that's the whole bottom line. If you're a fan of 2002, then you'll love this game because it has even more characters. Well, my thoughts in the game is similar, like his opinion. Like it's like pretty much like 2002, but it's better. The graphics are much clearer. The backgrounds look really good. The gameplay is still very fast paced. You can still do a lot of little combos and the super, whatever they're called in this game. And then of course, like Nameless really look way better than the 4K9. Yeah, in my opinion. So yeah, I think it's pretty good. So anyways, guys, we're up to another episode of Video Game Masters. As usual, this is Mark Rodriguez.
Whoa, wait up.
Whoa.
I mean, we have fans waiting for months for another Video Game Master episode, and this is it. This is like a very short review.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, like I said, we already talked about Kingdom Hearts 2002 before. There's not really that much we can say to really make the episode long. I mean, really, what else can we talk about? I mean, the episode's basically over, guys. So anyways, Mark Rodriguez here.
Whoa, what about that HD, what Street Fighter HD game? What's it?
Oh, that Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix. That's a long name. Yeah, I guess that's also kind of another simple kind of game we could kind of just talk about real quick, trying to make up the episode a little longer. So yeah, guys, let's take another look at another Xbox Live game, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix.
Let's check it out.
Round 1. Fight!
Released in 2008 for Xbox Live and the PlayStation Network, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Megamix is basically just regular Super Turbo with new redrawn HD character graphics drawn by the good people at Udon, the same guys working in a comic book series based on the game to this day. As you can see, the backgrounds are also redrawn with much more detail and the music has been remixed. All of the original 16 characters are here, as well as Akuma. Just like the original game, the fighters all have the extra super combo bar that allows you to do a super combo. Of course, you remember that Super Turbo was the first game in the Street Fighter series to include super combos. The main difference here is that now Akuma has the super combo bar as well, which allows him to perform the infamous Shon Gokusatsu, the Raging Demon. In the original game, Akuma was a hidden character and he didn't have the deadly move at his disposal when you unlocked them. As you all know by now, everyone who enters a Street Fighter tournament is in it to either be the best or to stop Bison from taking over the world.
Of course.
Being on Xbox Live, you can also fight it out all over the world in regular versus matches or in tournament mode. For those that can get online, the game was also released as a regular disc and Capcom Digital Collection, which includes other Xbox Live games like Final Fight Double Impact.
Alright guys, so here's our thoughts on the game. What can I really say? It's basically Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, but with brand new graphics and everything. The thing is, don't let the graphics confuse you. It still plays like the old school game. And you know how it was back then. The moves like take a lot of damage. The throws take a lot of damage. And the characters only had like one super move each. Of course, Super Turbo was the first Street Fighter game that introduced the super moves and everything. So the energy bar is kind of small. You know, all that stuff. That looks very, I guess you could say, simplistic compared to what we're used to now with Street Fighter 3 and Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 5 and all that stuff. So, weird thing about the game, when you're playing like the regular, like one-player mode, I guess, to see the ending and whatever, the game is very, very tough, and it really does not play like Super Turbo. If you're used to playing Super Turbo, how the characters react and all the little tricks you do and stuff, they don't do like the same tricks. They fight a little different. I guess, I don't know, they changed the AI or something. But the game is very, very fucking hard. And that's just normal mode. Even easy mode is kind of tough. And the thing is, if you're like suicidal enough to try hard mode, you'll be surprised that it's easier. So like, I really don't know what happened there. Because this was kind of a quick game. I guess you could call it like a budget game. But I don't know what happened if they messed up and made like normal mode hard and hard mode easy. Like, it's a very weird thing. But yeah, still a cool game. Of course, you can play it online with other people. That's, you know, like the King of Fighters game we talked about earlier. And there are still some people out there playing the game, so it's pretty cool. And also, they're very tough. So if you're gonna play against these guys, like, bring your A game because they're very tough. This original Street Fighter 2. I mean, 2-3 moves and you're down, so don't mess around.
My thoughts on the game, well, you know, of course I like the graphics. It's redrawn, it's Udon style, the backgrounds look good, the remixed music is pretty good, the announcers sound better, they sound more like the old-fashioned Street Fighter 2 announcers compared to the Super Street Fighter announcers that I never liked to begin with. The game itself plays a little different, like when you're playing versus the computer, but other than that, I think that the game it's pretty awesome. It's kind of like a tribute to the original Street Fighter 2, you know, Super Turbo franchise with better graphics, the better effects, like the fireballs, like they kind of like disappear, like they kind of do things that are, I guess I would like to say that you would have seen in the later versions of the Street Fighter games, but they kind of incorporated that here. And of course, because the graphics are 100% redrawn, everything just looks much smoother. Everything moves really good. It almost looks like you're watching like a live I don't know, kind of like a 2D type anime. Like the characters look really fluid, very like well animated. I like the game, and even though the characters were very simplistic in their expressions, like you know how most of the guys in the game they're just standing there, but here even doing that they look way better because they just have a better posture. They just look better in general. It just looks like a much more polished game than any other Street Fighter game. But kind of like what he said, you know, the graphics look so good, it's almost like a shame they didn't add extra super hearts or something. That would have been kind of cool, but of course that would have not been Super Turbo, that would have been like Super Duper Turbo Extreme or whatever.
No, I don't have any more ideas, Johnny.
I know.
So anyways, guys, another episode of Video Game Masters. Is the episode long enough now, Johnny?
Yeah, I say it's about so.
Okay, so now the episode is long enough for Johnny's standards. You can wrap it up here. As usual, this is Mark Rodriguez.
Johnny Rodriguez.
Thanks for watching.
See you next time.